Hello and welcome to BTS MINI episode 4. Spring is finally upon us. More people are in the office. I think it's a good time to talk about all things work.
Yeah, I think you should use that now.
That
That's
can be
the intro.
that's the intro. That's what Bart wrote for me.
That's the intro.
That's the intro. Careers Day.
Yeah, love it.
You are my boss and Bart's boss.
Well,
So we've got to watch what we say in the Careers
say what
Day
you want.
episode.
Say what you want. There's no
Okay.
restrictions here.
Love
as
that.
long as you don't edit it and make you look like a world-class Man City forward.
I mean, to be fair, I think he just put in. I think I was mainly at fault for that one because I was trying to get you to say all of those.
So what you
things.
got to do, guys, is just be very careful what you say on this podcast because you're both snakes.
Nah, yeah, fair enough. I don't think it was the edit. I think like you did say those things.
I know I said those things,
But-
but I also said things to back up why I was saying those things.
Do you know what? Interestingly, Haaland has scored just 3 of his 7 pens this season.
There you go. They need
So
me.
you and I both think we can outscore Haaland on pens.
You could do, yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking jobs, careers this week. I think maybe the reason why we wanted to do it is because we had our first bit of PR coverage for Behind the Screens in the Metro.
Big news.
Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about it?
Not really, because I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
And you're the man responsible for the scandal that has been going on.
Yeah, so we talked about the top 5 commuter icks, basically. I coined the term barebacking. Now I'm the unofficial spokesperson for the Anti Barebacking division. So
Division of one man.
division of one man. No, I mean, look, I've got a lot of support in TikTok comments, but
Did you?
Yeah, everyone's backing me up, saying like, look, just do something. Like, it's creepy.
Really?
But the Metro comments, all the boomers out there that hate technology, they don't like me.
You know, you mentioned that on the travel. I thought I mentioned it on the plane one.
So you said raw dogging.
Raw dogging.
Yeah.
So what's different?
It's
Well,
actually the
Just
same
different,
term.
different sphere of transport.
Yeah.
Well, I said I didn't know whether I admire it or find it weird. It's quite intriguing, I think.
Yeah. I think on a plane,
Yeah.
it's probably worse.
I'd bareback quite a lot though, and raw dog
And
quite a lot.
what's your commute like?
There he is,
What sort of length trip are we talking? Stop it.
mate. Like sometimes for me, I just like to disconnect from looking at your phone because you look at your phone, your screen all day long. So let's say if my journey's Richmond to Waterloo, that's like half an hour.
What time of day, in case people want to follow you?
They're not. This is a raw dog only train. Mate, it's just nice to like look at other people, see what they're doing.
Mate,
Look
if I
out
was
the
sat on the
window.
train and you're sitting there just like looking at me, I'm like, what's this freak one? But like also for me, I said this in the article, it doesn't just have to be looking at your phone. Like look out the window or I don't know, do a crossword.
What are the rules?
Just don't be sitting there like staring at me or like just staring off into the middle distance. You and that
Fucking
chair.
It's a very squeaky chair.
Yeah, is it like it doesn't have to be a phone.
Our podcast is going to be that squeaking chair.
Yeah.
So what do the news say about you?
Well, the journalist and all of her peers agree, but the comments, yeah. Shall I find some of them?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 different things have come up. There's 3.
Oh, he's getting more press than he thought.
There's another article here. Sitting in silence on a train is not a crime. Oh, this is people's response to it. Corin from London, just because I sit on a train without doing any of the above does not make me weird, and the fact you insinuated such in an article may make people target me and other people like me. I love this.
So what's this? Can you get it on the screen so
Yes.
we can see it?
They made an article responding
there's-
to your thing.
They've done an article which is like, I think, responding to their readers. So,
So is this the official
These are
Barebacking
various different-
Appreciation Society?
yeah.
Giving them a name like Barebackers is horrible. I think it's a good name.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
If you're a barebacker, you own that. I bareback sometimes,
Yeah.
so
What about your commute?
you can't make the same
Said
joke.
the same
I
thing
can and I
already.
will.
Your banter's so smelly sometimes.
It's intentional because it
That
upsets you.
That is you.
So
you
there's-
are the guy.
There's another one here. So this is article number 3. Commuters confused over innocent tube habit that sounds rather more X-rated. Bareback in the tube, also known as raw dogging, involves passengers sitting without blah, 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 blah. The term was first coined by Curtis Morton.
So you are the official founder of the bareback word.
I can't, yeah.
Can we just clarify this on the pod that you are not the first person to coin this? It has been going on TikTok for ages.
Mate, I'm seeing it in black and white there. He is a barebacking founder.
I don't think, people called it bareback. I think they called it raw dogging.
Yeah, raw dogging.
And I don't know. I've just given it a different name.
So you're the founder of barebacking.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, pretty great, to be honest with you, James. It's something I always wanted to be associated with.
How's the hate affecting you?
Oh, I love it.
What is the top comment? Come on, let's have a look.
Okay, so let's find the actual article. 96 thumbs up. Look at the people. Look at the surroundings. Be aware in case anything kicks off. Watch your belongings. See out the window at the lovely scenery. You often don't have a signal on the tube, so why look at your phone?
Oh, there's a contradiction in there already. He's saying, look out for the scenery, but you're in a dark tunnel if you have no signel.
Yeah,
so
it's beautiful, mate. Look for the rats and the dirt.
Different shades of
great
dirt.
All 50 of them.
What's the second one?
Well, this one's got 157 likes. I do enjoy people watching during the commute. I take pride in the fact I'm not glued to the phone all the time like the rest of the zombies.
Good comment, AGACH.
And we've got a
Didn't
comment.
know they posted my comment on there.
Nice username. Comment here from Big Puss. Like so much.
Your mum commenting.
Brilliant. She watched a few of these clips and asked me about them at the weekend. So shout out, Mumsy. Happy Mother's Day. Big Puss says, like
Mrs. Morton,
like so much these days, more judgmental and controversial topics just for clicks and money and clout.
We're not getting any money and clout.
Get any money, any clout, and not really any clicks.
If people can follow us on TikTok so we can hit 10k and then we can start earning money,
then we can get the money.
That'd be great.
Then we're going to do more clickbait once we get to 10k.
Use the follow button as a anti-barebacker.
I can see it. Surely the worst type of person, let alone commuter, is you. Judging everyone else superior and encouraging judgment in others. This is a nation of complainers. How do you feel about that?
Lee Tone, fuck off. Honestly, bring it on. It's just great.
Misfits, you and Lee Tone.
Yeah, right. He's there's another one as well. I enjoyed this one. This is from Hipocracy, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh dear, people who sit quietly looking around and taking notice of people around them and the general environment are to be eradicated because they don't have their face buried in a phone or another form of entertainment. I have an idea for you. Keep your face glued to your antisocial device. Don't look up or around you to notice them, and heaven forbid you look out the window to see what the world is like outside your self-absorbed bubble. Absolutely cutting.
You know when you answered back to the request?
Yeah.
What did you think you were going to get back in terms of comments and feedback?
I didn't really care, to be honest. I definitely hammed it up for a laugh. Because obviously I don't want people who don't use their phone to be eradicated. But no, there are some...
You didn't say it, did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Well, I said I wanted to eradicate... Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's pretty extreme. I can see why people are angry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, look, it was...
You didn't run that past anyone before sending it off. Just give him behind the screens a bad rep, mate.
It very clearly says Curtis Morton. Look, the comments on social media are very different to... Have you been in the comments of any news article? It's very...
You don't get much positivity in there.
It's negative. It's full of boomers.
Mm.
Of course they're going to hate someone saying, look at your phone.
What is a boomer?
Should we get the dictionary
baby
definition?
boomer?
Are these the ones born after the war?
Yeah, it's a generation, mate.
I don't think the boomers are on the metro.
100%.
There's nothing better to do.
A boomer now would be 75.
Literally, someone in the comments says I'm 75.
Really?
Genuinely. Here we go. Could be... staring is obviously rude, but unless I have a long commute, I don't use a phone or a book. I like to see the scenery and look around. Could be my age. I'm nearly 75, but what is wrong with that? Times have changed, but I didn't now. She's got 57 thumbs up.
How old's your mum?
How
old's Big Puss?
Oh, old enough.
55.
Your mum's 55?
Yeah, she'll be 28.
Fair else. All right, cool. What else are we talking about today?
Yeah, so anyway, just to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That was enjoyable reading. on my commute this morning.
So if anyone else wants to get some press and get us in the news,
Get
we're
barebacking.
going to talk
on
about
the train.
all sorts of stinky things today. So
The Metro got 3 articles out of us, so
good.
get involved.
Right, let's crack on.
Careers.
Yep.
I want to know, what is the worst job you've ever had?
Mm.
Are there any you've hated?
Well, Curtis, I'm in an actual fortunate position.
I'll say I've not had a job that I've hated. Like,
I've only ever worked for myself, really.
yeah,
There was one job I did take, and I don't know why I ever took it. Was I'm not going to fucking get slandered for this, but as an estate agent,
okay.
that was the worst job. The only other job I've ever had, apart from owning my own company, was being an estate agent, and it was who are renowned to be the worst estate agent in London. It was full of like, there were some good lads there, but like that place was a hellhole.
It just makes me think Essex vibes.
So when I worked there, I had to work 6 days a week, 8 till 8. Yeah.
You've got to show people around.
8 till 8. Yeah. I had to work Sundays. So I'd have like a Saturday off, but have to work a
You'd
Sunday.
be hanging.
And I was on like, when you took commission, you're on 10 grand basic salary. So if you don't make any sales or sell anything, you get £833 in your bank account that month. And I lasted about 10 months there. And
Decent.
I hated every second of it apart from the nights out. So that's my worst job ever.
How much? Yeah, like, were you any good? Were you selling houses?
Do
Or
you know what, Curtis? I'll be completely honest. Because I hated it so much,
you're bad?
I was terrible.
Love that.
And I was also trying to do my own thing at the same time.
Fair.
So all my freestyle stuff, I was trying to do that whilst I was being an estate agent. So I was hiring people out for jobs and I was making like loads of money doing that. And I was like, why am I actually doing this? But I met my wife there, so there you go.
Do you want to tell the story or not? I don't know the story, so I don't know if there's.
No, it's all right, mate.
No, okay, fine, fair enough. I wasn't sure if there was like something like sweet.
That's my worst job ever because it's the only other job I've had apart from owning this agency. What's your worst job ever?
Yeah, I mean, mine's similar in that, like, yeah, no,
The game again.
like I've enjoyed all of my jobs. I did work experience and summer work for my dad.
Bart, what's your worst job ever?
What, apart from this?
Surely this is like the best job ever. Anyway, go on.
Apart from all the retail jobs, I say working in fashion has been absolutely the worst thing ever. Everyone's so pretentious and there's all these like little cliques and it just feels horrible. You never feel like you're part of a good workforce because everyone is
do
just
like model like Milan, Paris.
It was shooting all that kind of stuff. It was actually shooting all that kind of stuff, like, you know,
Nice.
like Hermes product shoots, Louis Vuitton, all that kind of stuff. It was for an agency as well, a luxury agency. Yeah, it was just horrible. My manager was also fucking awful and Polish, so funny enough.
Fair enough. So we've been quite lucky then.
Surely you must have had a crap job.
No, because I left school to be a YouTuber, then worked for Football Manager, which as a job, like there was no progression ahead of me, but what a life I had. We basically 3 months of the year you're working because they bring out one game a year.
Yeah.
The rest of the year we're playing Football Manager. We had a sports bar in the office with pool table, darts board, and like 9 months of the year, just had a laugh. And then I've been agency life since. So I've never had like a retail job, or I was just playing FIFA.
It baffles me how like different it is for so many different people. Like for me, I had to work a ton of retail jobs and hospitality jobs before I even got my first industry job. So it's mad how everyone's so different.
Very different worlds. So we've had it all right then.
There we have, yeah.
If you weren't involved in this sort of world, entrepreneur, what would you have done?
I think I answered this in the last week's podcast, Curtis.
I don't really listen to what you say, to be honest. Sorry.
I'd be starting up front for Man City.
Brilliant.
What would I be? What would I be doing if I want to do this?
That's very good.
Well,
Or was that like, what did you want to do?
I've got that in my top 5 dream
Okay.
jobs, so I don't want to release that answer yet. What would I be doing if I want to do this? Honestly, I have no idea.
Fair enough. But if you
No clue.
couldn't hold a camera,
which I barely can.
Okay, if you couldn't use a camera ever again.
Put it on a tripod.
This is going to be so stereotypical, but I'll definitely be some sort of labourer, bill builder, like 100%. Just in my blood.
Yeah,
Pumping through my veins.
love that.
They make more money than I do here, so to be fair.
Mate, there's a lot of money
Yeah.
in manual labour.
Shout out Chris, if you're my mum's partner, if you're watching this.
He's not.
He's
He's definitely not watching this.
He's busy working.
Do you know what's well funny when people say shout out, whatever? The idea of that guy watching that going, oh, thanks, mate. Cheers, Bart. Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing this.
Is there any other other than football freestyle? Are there any skills that you've got?
You said someone prophesized they'd be a gardener or some shit, no? When you were a kid.
Yeah, like when you when you go to careers things
Yeah.
and they put all your answers in on a computer. Yeah, it said I'd be a gardener.
Interested.
Do you like plants? Gardening?
That's a no.
Have you ever planted anything?
I've
bought a
not
load of
planted
plants.
anything, but I've got a mum who comes down and does our garden.
Right.
So she'll come in I don't know, end of this month, and she'll plant all the stuff for the summer.
So no is the
So
answer
it
to
looks
the question.
really lovely, and then she'll clean it out at the end of summer, and then she'll do the stuff for winter. But I like looking at it when it's good, but I can't say I've ever planted something myself.
Fair enough.
I've chopped some stuff down, but not planted anything.
What would I do?
If you weren't,
If this was careers day, what would you say for me?
I don't know. I don't think you got much prospects.
No?
Probably be on the dole.
Really?
Marry some random girl from Kent, have 16 kids.
In this economy? That's
I don't,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's on the dole.
Yeah, true.
He's
Everything's
getting
paid
paid
for.
to have them.
Do you know what? You give me mad recruiter vibes.
Recruiter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
recruiter or some sort of slimy club promoter.
Or like a beef or something.
No,
Yeah.
Magaluf.
Oh.
If I get some drinks at the end of the night, get me in.
I don't know.
Well, lovely time then to move on to top fives.
What are we talking about then?
Are you ready to jump straight into it?
Yeah.
First one. Okay.
Which ones are we doing though?
Well, they're all career focused. Should
Yeah.
we? I think we do our corporate phrases.
Okay.
Top 5 worst corporate phrases. Let's hear them.
Anything you say.
Brilliant. Honestly, this one was hard for me because
this
I
is
am
so easy for me.
I am a corporate phrase just machine.
So to answer this, I looked at our WhatsApp chat
Excellent.
for the last few weeks, and I selected 5 things that I'm like, oh, gross.
Love
So,
this.
Number 5.
Be funny if any of these are on my list, by the way.
Number 5. The sitch.
Okay. I don't know if that's corporate, but
Well, this is things you've
I've said it in a work sense. Yeah, I'll allow it. This one I want to preface in certain uses of it. Let's take this offline. When that's said, especially
It's gross.
if that's said
It's gross.
in a group meeting because you don't want everyone else to hear the conversation, I just think yeah.
Number 4.
I'm actually so worried about all of these.
Lux Mostardo. You add O's to everything. You even called Bart Bartino.
Did I?
Yeah.
Mostardo.
You've made me Brazilian.
Let's not reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, that's pretty minging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3, locking in.
Yeah. I love that. I lock in everything.
I hate that one.
Yeah.
It's become such a thing over the last 6 months, and it's it was funny when people would use it for memes, but now that
Yeah.
LinkedIn has taken over it's
Yeah.
the worst thing ever, and I hope it dies.
Everything I do, it's
Yeah.
let's lock it in.
This was with regards to locking in guests to come on the podcast, but as you've seen, there's been no guests locked in.
Yeah, everyone we've locked in has pulled out. We're a family. I hate that. That basically means we're going to underpay you and just not deliver because we're all friends. If you've got to say it, you're not.
Gross. Number 2, more to follow.
Yep.
That was about getting guests on as well.
Was it?
It was about guests coming on all day, every day next week. You said it on Friday.
Yeah, we had 3 lined up for this week.
More to follow.
I've only heard this used once, and it was
You
vile.
used it.
No, this is too far. We're building the plane while flying it.
Who said that?
A lot of these here come from a particular boss I had many years ago, and he was like an English language massive loser.
You take great inspiration from him.
Yeah, taught me everything I know. It's just rank.
Okay, number 1. And this one, for me, is probably the grossest one you've ever said. I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes you want to vomit.
Yeah, I love this.
YouTube algo.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's stinky.
yeah. I mean,
YouTube algo.
it's
And that was
short,
talking
innit?
about top 5s.
There you go. Yeah. No, it wasn't
it's
it
about- it's
episode titling.
Yeah, no, it was about, actually, we were going to talk about football because the YouTube algo likes it when you talk about something for the whole length of the podcast. So yeah, they are my top 5 worst Curtis phrases.
Love it. They're
There's probably more to come.
fantastic. Yeah. Now that you've locked in your top 5, Happy Friday.
Yeah,
That's got to be number 1. Rank.
Mm.
Get out of here.
Terrible.
I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought.
When you said that one that we're going to do it, I just thought immediately I've got to look at our WhatsApp chat.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Because that was the first thing I said is almost everyone that's going to be on anyone's list, I say. So, yeah.
top 5 worst workplace habits.
For me, number 5, loud call takers at their desk. Like, fine to take a call at the desk, just like hush tones.
Yep. I feel like my number 5 is going to be in your in your top 5, but I'm sticking at 5 because I think my other ones are better than this. People who cook stinky food in the office and then scoff it at their desk, full well knowing they're going to stink the gaff out. Like, you know, you're bringing someone minging in, you just keep that somewhere else.
That was my number 1,
Okay.
but I'm just going to bump that back to number 4. We'll bring
Fine.
it up and I'll change my list. But fish is the one.
Yeah.
If you microwave fish in the office, like, there's a place reserved in hell for you. Like, it's horrendous.
Number 4, you've just done this a second ago, but people who constantly talk over you in meetings or echo words you're saying like it's their idea, I can't stand that.
Nice.
It's like if you say something and then they just like say the end 2 words, it's just like, what are you doing?
Right.
You just sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's also your conversation.
Yeah.
So
Just
there you go.
trying to get involved in
Yeah.
it. This one's a bit niche. Style guides. So I once worked for someone who gave a style guide on messaging. So if you were talking to someone on Slack,
I thought you were going to talk about fashion then.
no, they literally would tell people, don't use exclamation marks on Slack because, as you can work out, it was the English language specialist. Just the worst habit, so that you would get corrected for anything you wrote.
Number 3. This could easily be number 1 for me, but I'm sticking at number 3. People who say how busy they are, but sit there doing fuck all. I can't stand that. I honestly can't stand it. People were just like, I'm so busy. And they just sat there like on their phone looking at TikTok.
Number 2, not booking meeting rooms / overrunning past when the meeting room ends and not getting out. It's the worst.
People who spread their mess onto your desk.
Bart's
so it's
bad for
like,
that.
is it? Yeah.
Excuse me?
Production people usually are a bit messy. But it's like, if let's say, for example, you go out for like lunch and you come back and the person next to you sort of like, just like their headphones are there on your desk or they've put like a cup on your desk. So I'm coming back, like, what are you taking over for? This is my seat. Go back onto your own desk.
Is this a direct at?
Yeah, does this.
Number 1 for me, bringing your dog to work if they're not house trained.
Yeah.
Fair enough if they are. I love a dog.
Joe.
Well, to be fair,
keep that bit in.
He's better
Keep
now.
that bit
No,
in.
yeah, Joe. Upstairs,
Frank,
like
shit on the
every
floor.
time you
piss
walk
on the
in a
floor.
meeting room, you shouldn't be walking to a meeting room and there be a poo waiting for you on the floor, unless
Dirty protest.
it's a dirty protest. So yeah, that's got to be the number
Yeah, I
1.
mean, that dog.
Bart hates him.
Oh, yeah.
The dog or Joe?
Both.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like, I love a dog, but don't bring him in if they can't
Yeah.
control himself.
Okay, number 1 for me. People that leave the mystery skids in the toilet and don't clean it up.
That's you, innit?
Mate, I don't poo in the office.
Oh,
you know
true.
where I go.
Yeah, true. I do know, which is just brilliant. Just that you've got your own little throne.
My own office.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you go in there and you can just see someone's been like hammering it.
Yeah.
And you know who it is in the office. There's like certain people that you know is a skidder and won't clean it up.
Yeah.
Won't say any names.
We need to release an internal version of the podcast and just like really
Yeah.
see
So
what
the
people
mystery
think.
skidder.
Next up, top 5 dream jobs.
Yep.
Go.
Lion whisperer.
Mate, so similar to mine.
Hang on, I need to
Oh,
explain it.
go on, expound.
So, you know them fellas that can tame like wild lions, like when they come up to them and cuddle them in the wild? I want to be one of them because
Right.
I would love to cuddle a lion and not die. I think that's a sick job.
Doing the social media for a zoo is class because you just get to go around and spend all day with animals without like the actual
Yeah,
work.
but then they're in cages.
Yeah, fine.
What do you think about that?
All right, social media for Longleat Safari Park. Or actually, no, let's go a bit more ambitious. Let's
The
go out
wild.
to Africa.
Just the wild.
What the?
I want
the
to be.
wild.
I want to be like a wild lion whisperer, so I can like cuddle wild lions. Your ones are going to be like just tame anyway. Mine's like a living, killing thing.
Yeah.
I want one of them.
Okay. Fair enough.
And that's the duality of man.
My number 4, being the Wolf of Wall Street. Did that film not make everyone want to be a stockbroker and a complete pest?
Yeah.
I think that's my number 4.
I don't think there's a man alive that watched that and didn't want to trade places.
Yeah, I think that would be such a sick time to be alive.
My number 4, a therapist. Because you just get to sit there and listen to like often the most messed up stuff that people
Like
are
this
getting up to.
podcast.
Exactly. And most therapists just listen. I feel like that'd be good fun.
Owning some sort of beach club / beach bar where you can sit in the sun all day and have no worries in the world, like specifically in Bali.
I was going to say, you did that for about 4 months last year.
Yeah, but I didn't own the club
No.
or the beach bar.
So you got all the perks without having
I want to do that as number 3, not as number 1.
to rate it. My number 3, food critic.
Mm.
You just get to go in, like at top Michelin star sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, my number 2, DJ with a residency in Ibiza, because I'm just thinking of like the after parties and stuff like that. That would be just sick. Like you see all them villa parties that go on for like days and days and days, and the DJs are there like clinging on for dear life. Like
You want to be.
I want to be one of them.
Yeah. I just feel like there's serious Wayne Lineker vibes from a lot of your
Well, Wayne Lineker would not be a DJ with a residency in Ibiza. He would be
the club owner.
the club owner.
Yeah.
And he'll be a lion tamer.
Would he? I don't. I think Wayne Lineker's
yeah.
old now.
What, to tame a
Tame
lion?
the line, yeah, no chance. He's not got it in him.
Fair enough.
He's not got a heart.
Too many seasons.
Astronaut.
Yeah, fair enough. Obvious, but
Yeah. Yeah.
my number 1, I think is a brilliant job, and it's what I wanted to be when I was younger. Well, I'm actually going to just say what it is. Being a sniper.
No, unbelievable. I love it.
Hang on. So when I was growing up, I wanted to be in the SAS.
Okay.
That was my dream job I wanted to be. I'm just thinking like undercover behind enemy lines, parachuting out of planes, sniper guns, being like the best of the best. The ultimate man, sniper in the SAS. Like fully sick job.
G.I. James.
Whoever's done that, hit me up, come on the podcast.
Yeah. We spoke to that guy.
Yeah, should have come on.
He never did.
Yeah, so number 1, being a sniper.
Okay.
/ being the SAS.
Well, makes mine sound a bit wet. If you want 3 pints for life, my number 1, pub owner. Now, I want like a country pub with a warm fire, like football on telly, and just to like just enjoy it. I don't care about it making money. I just want to like have a nice time.
What's it called?
Morton's Arms is just terrible, isn't it? And hairy.
Such a stinky joke, man.
What I don't know. What would you call it?
Don't know. The only pub name I got in my head. Do you watch Peep Show?
It's the Swan
Yeah.
and Pedo.
That's the only one I can think of.
I had that in my head as well. The same.
Excellent.
Free
Well,
the pedos.
yeah, there you go.
That's the only one I think of.
There's our top 5s.
I honestly think that my dream job should be like everyone's dream job.
There is no. I wish it was on my list.